Hey, what's up guys, another video here. So today I want to talk about updates on the stimulus package as of Wednesday, August 5th. So Nancy Pelosi said Tuesday that she still wants a sweeping stimulus deal this week, but she made it clear she is not budging on the price tag put forward by the House Democrats, reflecting how far apart the two sides are despite days of talks. Asked if she has an idea on the price tag she's willing to settle for, Pelosi told CNN bluntly, quote, "Yeah, 3.4 trillion." Okay, so this just shows that she's kind of immature and childish about the actual budget. If the Senate Republicans are going to settle for a little over 1 trillion and she's trying to sell it for over 3 trillion, then, that's a huge impasse and it's not going to favor to her side, because what happens is as the United States and as people get herd immunity, develop antibodies, a vaccine comes, and things like that, then what's going to happen is the need for the stimulus package money is going to be less and less. So as more time passes by, she has to realize that there won't be as much money required to help solve issues in the economy. But if she's going to stick to a point where, hey, I'm doing 3 trillion or nothing, then again, it's just going to hurt everyone in the long run. But she'll have to, along with the House of Representatives, has to go along toward more of the 1 trillion route. Because again, like I stated, as time passes, people develop some kind of herd immunity, the economy recovers, business start opening up again. And let's say we don't get additional waves of closures and additional waves of the illness, then it's more to the prerogative to have less stimulus money in the package. And again, it's going to be very damaging to already the horrendous national deficit, again in the trillions of dollars. If you add 3 trillion versus 1 trillion, again, it's much worse than obviously just doing a $1 trillion package. So she has to relent, and the House has to relent on the actual budget. Has to be closer to the 1 trillion mark versus the 3 trillion mark, because at this point, there's no way currently that the Senate Republicans will pass a $3 trillion bill as proposed by the HEROES Act. So that price tag has been rejected by Mitch McConnell, obviously, who last week put forward the Senate GOP plan that will cost roughly 1 trillion and has attacked the House Democrats' $3 trillion bill that passed their chamber more than 2 months ago. And even some centrist House and Senate Democrats are squeamish about backing such a massive price tag proposed by Pelosi. Pelosi, Schumer, Mnuchin, and Mark Meadows have already met 6 times behind closed doors and are not near an agreement on a range of issues, including expiring jobless benefits and extending the expired federal eviction moratorium. At the 7th meeting on Tuesday, which lasted about an hour and a half, the two sides agreed to see if they can cut a deal by the end of the week, as the Trump administration proposed extending the eviction moratorium until year's end. Schumer and Pelosi said that the Democrats made concessions at the meeting, as did the Trump administration, but Meadows later stated that the Democratic concessions were minor and both sides acknowledged far more work is needed to be done. There's a sharp disagreement about the scope of any deal, as the administration strongly rejected Pelosi's price tag. Quote, "We're not going anything close to 3.4 trillion, Mnuchin said after briefing McConnell after his meeting with the Democratic leaders. That's just ridiculous. But Pelosi, when asked if it's really feasible to get a deal out this week, given how far apart the sides are, said Tuesday, at some point, you just have to freeze the design. I don't know what she means by that, but maybe she's stating that she's not going to deviate too far from the $3 trillion HEROES Act provisions. While McConnell is getting briefed regularly on the talks, he has chosen not to join the closed-door discussions, saying President Trump is the only person who can sign legislation into law, so the White House should take the lead. So it looks like McConnell is not even in these closed-door sessions, so again, that doesn't bode well. Maybe he's just sick of Pelosi mouthing off about wanting to have $3 trillion in the package, and the fact that she wants so much more additional stimulus checks given to the people of the United States. In the HEROES Act, she was proposing, or the House Democrats were proposing, $1,200 for dependents. So that doesn't make sense, because the child dependence of an adult won't be requiring as much money. From that standpoint, I don't think it makes much sense. Again, it's already Wednesday and Friday is the deadline before Congress takes the recess. So again, very not optimistic about this. And again, like I stated before in previous videos, do not wait for the stimulus check for it to come by late August. Just expect it to come by late September. And again, it's fairly safe. You can have it by late September, but who knows what's going to happen. And supposedly there are talks that Trump wants to have a third stimulus check, but I doubt that's going to happen before the elections because we're already in August and the likelihood that this one will be passed by August 7th is very, very low. So anyways, guys, if that was a little helpful, please like and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in my Amazon book, please see the link down below. It explains how I, at 35, became a multimillionaire by only working a salary position from 40K to 81.5K from the ages of 22 to 35. It explains expenses, income, and most importantly, investing. So that's it, guys, and stay tuned for the next video.